viewers, you're watching News Recap. I'm Azin Jamir bringing to you the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the top stories that made to the headlines. Nagaland police have successfully identified and arrested an individual responsible for an objectionable post on the Patriotic Nagas Facebook page, which targeted former Chief Minister and Governor Dr. S.C. Jamir and a woman. The Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland, Kaplang's Yongang faction, has served an extortion notice of ₹20 lakh to Oil India Limited. Amidst a total shutdown in Churachandpur district, thousands of mourners on December 5 paid final tribute to 12 Kukizo men who were recently killed in the Chirupam violence. Let's have a look at the news in details. The Nagaland police have successfully identified and arrested an individual responsible for an objectionable post on the Patriotic Nagas Facebook page, which targeted former Chief Minister and Governor Dr. S.C. Jamir and a woman. According to a police statement, the accused was apprehended in New Delhi on November 30 and subsequently brought to Nagaland, where he is now in judicial custody. The police assured that the case would be thoroughly investigated and taken to its logical conclusion. According to relevant legal provisions, police said the investigation was ongoing, including the collection of forensic evidence and expert opinions. In this regard, police urged the public to maintain peace and harmony to uphold law and order in the state. It was also learned that the arrest was made based on complaint filed in Nagaland and accused arrested from Delhi. A formal case was registered at Cybercrime Police Station PHQ Kohima in connection with the post. Austin, apex body of the House, and on behalf of our community and all our civil society organizations that condemned the despicable attempt of character assassination by what was described as a nameless coward so-called Naga in Facebook group the Patriotic Nagas. The Socialist Council of Nagaland, Kaplang's Yongang faction NSCNKYA has served an extortion notice of ₹20 lakh to public sector oil major Oil India Limited. The notice was signed by self-styled major of the NSCNKYA outfit, Da Ong, and sent to Oil's office in Mahabum, located in the Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh. The outfit in its notice has sought ₹20 lakhs within December 10, and it has also warned that Oil would be held accountable for any delays. The Oil has its operational site at the Mahabum Reserve Forest in eastern Arunachal, and the thickly forested Mahabum Reserve Forest areas fall under both Changlang and Namsai district. The NSCNKYA notice issued some panic among the officials and workers of the Maharatna company. The NSCNKYA has not signed a ceasefire agreement with the center. The center has signed ceasefire agreements with 8 Naga outfits, including the dominant Naga group, the Isaac Muiva faction of the National Socialist Council of Nagaland, and periodically extended the term of the ceasefire period. The wider framework agreement with the NSC and IM was signed in 2015, and the center also signed the agreed position with the Working Committee of the Naga National Political Groups in 2017. More than 90 rounds of meetings were held between the government and the Naga groups over the decades-old unresolved Naga political issue. The NSC and IM has remained firm on its demand for a separate flag and constitution for the Nagas, as well as integration of Naga-inhabited areas spread over 4 northeastern states: Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland, besides Myanmar. The center has on a number of occasions rejected these demands. Amidst a total shutdown in Churachandpur district, thousands of mourners on December 5 paid final tribute to 12 Kukizo men who were recently killed in the Chirupam violence. The last rites of the 12 deceased Kukizo men, including the 10 killed in a gunfight with the Central Reserve Police Force in Chirupam district on November 11, were performed at Peace Ground, Tuipong. The mass burial ceremony was organized by Joint Philanthropic Organization, Mizoram Chief Minister's advisor Chinzalal Hausel, leaders from the Young Mizo Association, and several prominent figures from various tribal organizations and churches attended the mass burial program. According to the Indigenous Tribal Forum, the bodies of the village volunteers, which were taken from the morgue to their respective homes on December 4 evening, were brought to the funeral program at the Peace Ground, Tuipong, Lamka. It may be recalled that the post-mortem examinations of all the victims were conducted at Silchar Medical College in Assam on November 16 before being airlifted to Churachandpur. The lifeless bodies were kept in the district hospital's morgue ever since. Meanwhile, TITLF has submitted a memorandum to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking justice for the victims and a political solution as a means to end the prevailing violence in Manipur. A Breton assault on a security post and intelligence-driven counterinsurgency raids in its northwestern province bordering Afghanistan killed at least 6 troops and 22 militants in Pakistan. The Pakistan's military media wing said the violence occurred in several districts including Tank and North Waziristan. The statement identified the slain militants at Quarij, a term employed by the government to categorize insurgents affiliated with the Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan or TTP, a globally recognized terrorist organization. Area security officials said the dozen of heavily armed TTP militants staged a multi-pronged attack on a security outpost in the town of Tal, resulting in deaths of 6 paramilitary troops and injuries to several others in the ensuing gun battles. Intensified TTP-led attacks in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and separatist ethnic Baloch insurgents in Pakistan's southwestern Balochistan province, which borders Afghanistan, have resulted in the loss of hundreds of lives, including many security personnel this year all alone, according to the official data. Pakistan alleges TTP leaders and fighters orchestrate terrorism from Afghan hideouts with the support of the neighboring country's Taliban government, which is not recognized by any country. Taliban leaders reject the charges, saying they are not allowing anyone to use Afghanistan to threaten other countries, including Pakistan. Well, that's it for this week's top stories. For more news and updates like this, you keep watching Global Window. Good night.